Greetings and welcome, fellow peoples, to another Sunday live stream. Alright, for Divinity. Because nobody complained. I don't mind, actually. A new area, new things to explore, new things to kill. New quest. New friendly area. Alright, let's go outside though. Away from the music.
Wanna have a good time?
Come hither, sweetheart. Oh, if I had a star for every time you brighten my day, I'd have a galaxy in my hand.
Right. More stuff. Alright, what do I have craft-wise that I can do?
You're the answer to all my prayers.
And it doesn't look like I have any arrowheads. Hello, Katarina.
Yes,
Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good day. I've had a reasonable day. Weather's been nice. Neighborhood has been relatively quiet. I mean, there's been the odd person barbecuing, but that's not really a concern. Yeah, maybe I should start making some food.
Hi there, cutie pie. Wanna have a good time?
Do you believe in the gods, baby? Because you're the answer to all my prayers.
I kind of want to get archery up first. Or craftsmanship. Alright. What do I have supplies wise? What by type? I've got a lot of branches. Got some old blackjacks. I mean, Madora is getting close to the weight limit. We should consider putting some of this stuff into more useful stuff. Yeah, her gear is slowing her down somewhat. Didn't I not have better shoulders for her? Let's see, and you're also using Brax's two-handed axe. Must have better shoulders somewhere. Probably would be better for me. Does that give me... That gives me crafting 5. That's kind of useful. Let's send these to Madora.
Over here, sweet cheeks. Oh, I'm aching to share a moment together.
Dora, you have no craftsmanship, right? I think you're probably still heavy with everything that you're carrying.
Over here, sweet cheeks. Oh, I'm aching.
The heaviest stuff you actually have. I mean the bags, obviously, but that's like the point. Not much, really.
Hi pie. Wanna have a good time?
Alright. See about crafting recipes. I have a... I was sure I had a scroll for this somewhere. Right. Generation Water of Life scroll.
Hi there, cutie pie. Wanna have a good time?
So double check something to be sure that I'm actually got this correct. So we need a blank water skill book. Water of Life scroll. We combine this
Over here,
to the Water of Life skill book.
aching to share a moment together.
And if we then send this to Jahan, he learn it. Water of Life. Which is on the second page, which is fine.
Over here, sweet cheeks. Oh, I'm aching to share a moment together.
So that gives extra constitution, but it also kinda heals us. Which is kind of the effect I want. Something weird with the textures going on. Anywho, let us continue on, not dawdling. Well, let's do a little bit more dawdling. See, I can make an improved bow with that. Now that my skill is actually good enough, but I kind of want to make a bow. With the stuff I have. Do I still have any sinews? Rope? That's not the same. Do I not have any sinews left? Used them all, did I? I give them all away. Well, where's all my goods? I can probably put some stuff on you. No sinews. That kind of irks me. Alright, let's focus. We have a lot of stuff to do. Cassandra, who art thou? Fortress Soul, general story. There's still plenty of stuff still to figure out here in the city or in the town. But we should probably consider at least going towards the place. But I do want to see, make sure that I've visited all the shops. Now this is also a shop, I believe. Weapon shop of some kind.
Hello and welcome to our shop. I am the son of the proprietor, Nadia. Please let us know how we can help you.
Well, tell me about yourself.
You've probably noticed that my mother Nadia and I aren't from around here. No. We traveled rather far from our hometown to plant new roots here in Silver Glen. My father, Ben, his death was somewhat mysterious. And we've traced the puzzle back to this little settlement. My mother will have plenty to say on that subject, if you're interested.
Tell me about Nadia.
Ma's a bit intense, to be sure. Set in her ways, but fiercely loyal to the family. Help her out and you've got a friend for life. Cross her, and you'll be better off skipping town. Not that that'll stop her from cursing your line for the next 1,000 cycles of Bendis.
Tell me about Ben.
My father was a good man, equal in character to his wife. His death nearly destroyed us, Ma and me. But now we're here, and we won't leave until we've held the proper parties accountable for their role in his death.
What do you have? You have a variety of useful goods. Actually take the wool here. Because that's like metal scraps, scale scraps, all useful. Fancy feathers. Pretty sure I've got more than enough of that. Unfortunately, you do not have any goods I actually want. Adult Hunter, Creepy Eye, Ancient Skull, Lucky Rabbit Paw. Take all that. Nadia.
Farma Malbenita, a source hunter in Silver Glen. I have traveled mile on top of mile to find help, and now help has, how you say, appeared from skinny vapors.
Close stuff. Tell me about yourself.
My story? Well, this is no small tale. I think perhaps you will be more interested in the, how you say, the short end of stick.
Yeah, get to the point indeed, yes.
I believe Lawrence, the leader of Mining Guild, tell my husband and many of other workers to mine deadly ore called tenebrium. Lawrence knew that this ore caused rot. Charming name, no? Yet ordered the miners to continue. Many men, my Ben among them, become the sickness. And now they, how you say, kick down the bucket. But the sickness, it is not normal. It kills swift and terrible, not unlike Source.
That sounds bad.
My son Sebi and I travel from our home to find truth. But this has proven not so easy.
What can you tell me about your husband, Ben?
My sweet little Pomargo Vizago, my darling Ben. We got along like, how you say, peas and ferrets. But here there is work, very well paid, in mines, clearing special rock from Silver Mine. So he leaves Sebi and I to come to Silver Glen. We wait with hearts like stones for some months. And one day we see familiar figure moving with strange steps on path toward cottage. We run to meet him and take him into our arms, but he collapses at our touch. We help him inside and set him to rest. But he was in terrible condition. Each hour he grow worse, rot so fast we hardly recognize him after 2 short days. He slip away from us, and we bury him with much grief.
I mean, what about your son, Sebi?
When his father die, Sebi become restless. Being of the age, he join army and go straight to front line. Though I was nearly old woman, I join army as healer to be near and look after my boy.
That's a very unhealthy level of protectiveness.
There we saw special legionnaire using strange weapon. And this legionnaire soon come to my tent with the same disease that killed Ben. I discovered the tenebrium ore in this weapon. It was the ore that killed them both. I come to Silver Glen to discover truth. And here I find Lawrence, that arrogant man, conducts his business without apologize to any.
Do you need help proving Lawrence knowingly encouraged the miners to handle tenebrium?
Exactly this. Please, Source Hunter, you must help me prove that Lawrence made his workers to mine deadly tenebrium. For your help, I offer blessing from my homeland. Se vi mal successos, mi plantos rizzarbo cae tormenti via nepo soggiai branco. Translation is difficult, but it means something like, if you fail, I will plant cherry tree and haunt your grandbaby beneath branches. Good luck.
Sure. Alright, so you have some equipment. Not the worst, I guess. Tonic spray. Winter blast. I don't think I've seen these yet. I mean, I have money. Alright, let's also sell some stuff that I don't need. Sell the magical stuff. That is obviously no longer necessary for me. Alright, let's leave these two to their misery. Ooh, and there's also a smithy here, so... Oops. Did not mean to move the anvil. Now this stuff here isn't mine. But apparently I can take it. And the pouch. Nothing. I could take the pouch. An empty cup. Well, I don't really need an empty cup. The canister could be useful if we ever start making grenades. Alright, let's get some of this stuff sorted out. You combined with... Pretty sure I had an axe on somewhere. And we're still over encumbered. That is unfortunate. Let's give these to you. Probably only need one hammer. I'll have to keep getting over encumbered. Do I have a use for the pumpkin that I can just get rid of? Let's make all the dough. Oyster sauce. And then we'll make some pizza dough. Then we bake a pizza. No, can't do that here. Alright. Getting distracted again. Let's see if anyone does sell a sinew. Then we can start moving out again, because I kind of want to have a bow crafting 5. Who sells me stuff?
You dare disturb my rumination? It must be that you can hardly wait to purchase an ingredient or two for a very urgent recipe. I'll forgive this imposition if you'll make me a generous offer.
I'll take the needles.
Do you believe in the gods, baby?
Why don't you
'Cause you're the
stay a
answer to
while,
all my
darling?
prayers.
I just know I could take you on a wild ride if you let me.
Do you believe in the gods, baby? 'Cause you're the answer to all my prayers.
And now I remember where my sinews are.
Over here, sweet cheeks. Oh, I'm aching to share a moment together.
Do you believe in the gods, baby? 'Cause you're the answer to all my prayers. Tell me, sweetie.
Over
you have
here,
someone,
sweet
or you
cheeks.
always
Oh,
this
I'm
much?
aching to share a moment together. Why don't you stay a while, darling?
believe in the
I
gods,
just
baby?
know I could take
'Cause
you
you're
on
the
a
answer to all
wild
my
ride
prayers.
if you let me.
Alright, let's get away from these people, because that gonna annoy me. No end. I accidentally sent a branch over to Armament, that can now go back.
Always this much.
I just want a bow.
These goblins are worse than the trolls.
You believe in the
Half
gods,
as
baby?
dumb and twice
You're
as
the answer
mean.
to all my
At
prayers.
least they don't have that distinct underside of a drink aroma.
Better that than reeking of fresh blood.
Over here, sweet
Come
cheeks.
hither,
Oh,
sweetheart.
I'm
Oh,
aching
if
to
I had a
share a
star
moment
for every
together.
time you brighten my day, I'd have a galaxy
Pardon?
in my hand.
Oh, right. Need a bowstring. I only have sinew.
Come hither, sweetheart.
Over here,
Oh, if I had
sweet
star
A
for every
cheeks.
little
time
Oh,
you
bowstring.
brighten my
I'm
day,
aching to
I'd
share
have
a moment
galaxy in
together.
my hand.
Bowstring is good. Sinews, alright.
Come hither, sweetheart. Oh, if I had a star for every time you brighten my day, I'd have a galaxy in my hand.
Right. Superior longbow, a military-issue longbow crafted from simple yet functional materials and blazoned with the insignia of a long-extinct regiment. Considering I just made it myself, that's kinda impressive.
Tell me, sweetie, you have sunburn, or are you always?
And I can still make it better. Just have to, you know, remember to do stuff.
Tell me,
Hi
sweetie,
there, cutie
you have
pie.
sunburn,
Wanna have a
or
good
are you
time?
always busy? You believe in the gods, baby, 'cause you're the answer to all my prayers.
Stop moving about. Trying to not get distracted here. Yeah, so my polished longbow is indeed not the greatest.
Why don't you stay a while, darling? I just know I can take you on a wild ride if you let me.
Almost there. If we
Here, sweet cheeks. Oh,
bowstring,
aching to share a moment together.
and then I can get my superior longbow with the new bowstring. Now it is an even some more superior longbow. And then I would like this. But let's be a little bit more meticulous with this.
Hi there, cutie pie. Wanna have a good time?
Right. Superior longbow. The tormented soul. Combine. An even more superior longbow. Right, that should suffice for a good while.
Pie. Wanna have a good time?
Wood chips don't care about. Something we can sell that can happen later. Yeah, definitely an improvement. And I can still add more stuff to it if I want to.
Stay a while, darling. I just know I could take you on a wild ride if you let me.
I'll sell my old bow then. Don't need it.
Do a salutoin, hunter. What can I do for you?
You can buy my crap. You can have polished longbow, decorative longbow, my sharp lance, because I'm not going to be using that. You can have one of these hammers. None of the other stuff is really all that heavy. Just take that weight in gold. Right, that should have relieved me at least a little bit. Yeah. And the strength in this bow will also be very useful.
Give me this goddess.
Now we do have other stuff to be doing, of course. Let us head outside of town. There's nothing else here. See.
The world is not immaculate as yet, friend. Be wary. Be vigilant.
Let's go find the White Witch. It's in that direction. We probably want to stay with the path. Right, what does this say? Silver Glen, east is Forest and Mines, south Sicil. Nothing in the trunk. Blood. And we find some augmental. That can be useful later. That guy came from this direction.
You there! Your night ship! Oh, please, come to our aid! My wife and I are stranded here.
What are you doing here?
Oh, we're refugees, my liege. Two of the far too few souls that managed to escape Hunter's Edge when the orcs invaded. We were hoping to reach Silverglen, but we were attacked by highwaymen. Those devils would have scalped and skewered us if it hadn't been for Alfie. Oh, the brave creature bit one of them in half, though not before being frightfully wounded himself.
So that was a bandit. Tell me about Hunter's Edge.
Oh, it was naught but a small stop for trading folk along the long road south to Sicil. Well, we got along all right, but now our little home's finally been undone. Orcs invaded, and the source hunter who was meant to protect us didn't save a one of us.
Let's discuss Alfie.
Bravest beast of burden in the borough is Alfie, but the poor blighter's bleeding like a stuck pig and can't move no more, which means we can't move no more either. Why, it would be folly to abandon a bandit killer in a wood full of bandits now, wouldn't it, your night ship? Besides, all our worldly wealth is strapped to his back. We'd be destitute without it. And yet, we can hardly stay here forever. Silverglen is close enough to see the chimney fumes from here. Mara absolutely refuses to leave Alfie's side, and like I said, I'm inclined to agree with her. If only a stout champion would step up and lend us a hand.
Oh, you are so very subtle, Bjorn. Maybe I can lend you a hand.
Oh, we'd be mighty grateful if you would escort us to Silverglen, your night ship. For it is our aim to set up shop there. A new smithy in a new town.
Alright.
Stuck here.
So you would be
So
making
close to
use
our
of that
goal.
place?
Without Alfie, though, without the tools he carries, I'd be like a fisherman without his rod, grasping for salmon with his bare hands. Never could I produce the quality of work for which I'm renowned. Our predicament is clear, and the biggest problem is that Alfie's wounds are so dire, no ordinary healing potion will work. He needs... well, I don't know what he needs, but they say miracle cures are produced by the priests of Silverglen.
Oh, God. Dear, oh dear, my nerves are all shot.
I'm ready to escort you to Silverglen if you are.
Oh, we are, my liege. Though, like I said, it would grieve us dearly to leave Alfie behind.
You're right, we should try to heal Alfie first.
You're right. We should try to heal Alfie first.
Indeed. He carries your belongings after all.
Oh, I'm glad you've agreed Alfie needs to be saved before we can depart. Please leave no stone unturned in your search for a concoction that will heal his wounds.
Alright.
To our goal. Oh, will we ever reach Silverglen?
Well, let's go find someone to help. Ooh, Medora has a...
I knew that man, comrade. A fine blacksmith, Bjorn. It gladdens me more than you can imagine to see he and Mara escaped Hunter's Edge. But it's no wonder he blames me for what happened there.
Tell me what you remember.
Well, it started like any other day, comrade. I told you before, and this much was true. Hunter's Edge was a quiet place. There hadn't been a peep from the Phantom Forest in nearly a century, and save the occasional drunken orc wandering in from the west, there was nothing for any of the townsfolk to fear. I was on patrol one sunny afternoon when I stumbled upon a pair of scrawny orcs building a fire. Bellowed at 'em to get, but they went for their swords instead. Well, I made short work of 'em, but I couldn't find their tribe insignia anywhere. What I did find was a deep red, apple-sized gemstone in one of their pockets. It was warm in my hand, and seemed far too fine a treasure to belong to an orc.
Sounds eerily like a bloodstone.
You and I both know that now, but then my senses were dulled by years of peace. I'd grown soft. I was foolish. I figured it to be an oversized ruby, and it was the worst misjudgment of my life, comrade. Their kind never did take a shine into such finery, so I assumed it had been stolen for its trading value. I pocketed the gem and planned on sending it up to Academy North for the Order to deal with. All was peaceful back at the village, all was quiet. If only I'd known then. If only I had paid attention, had seen the signs.
The orcs. They came for the bloodstone?
Night had only just begun to fall when they surrounded us. It could only have been a few dozen, but they swarmed like hundreds. Those of us who resisted were immediately cut down. I watched the blood of innocent villagers spill into the streets. I saw their bodies hit the ground. People it was my job to protect, comrade.
Suddenly your vigilance makes all the more sense.
I made myself promise that night, comrade. Never again would I let another sign of source pass me by unnoticed. Never again would I fail in my sworn duty. It's a promise I intend to keep.
That way your story ends? How did you escape the orcs? What of the remaining villages?
Let's discuss it another time, comrade. It ain't easy for an old bear like me to greet these ghosts. For now, maybe we ought to soldier forward. Plenty to be done around these parts, eh? Ready to advance? Ready to defend?
Alright. Back and forth.
Out of the worlds, you venture into the embrace of Immaculates. Salutations.
What's this place exactly? Need to find a healer.
Bow. Give me. Welcome be, O seeking souls, to this holy house of Immaculates.
Who are you?
I am Loic, enlightened one among Immaculates, spokesman for the holy conduit, as she is spokesman for the goddess herself. Hers is the blood.
I'd like to ask some questions about the Immaculates.
Then it shall be my pleasure to answer them.
Who are the Immaculates?
We are the chosen ones of the goddess. The benedictions of the blood render our bodies and spirits unblemished, for such is her mercy, that we may all become part of the sacred soul. And you too, Seeker, could become one such part.
Can you tell me more about the conduit?
The conduit, yes. She, the most exalted of all, second only to the goddess. It was she who brought us first her divine words, then her divine will, a will made real in blood. Truly, though, she is quite beyond your concern, O wandering soul. She stands so very high above your humble station.
I'd like to hear about the goddess.
The goddess is the light and life of all. Corrupt is the world that generations of men and beasts have left behind, but immaculate it may be once more, cleansed in the blood of the unworthy.
Uh-huh.
The few, the proud, the enlightened, theirs will be her kingdom. When red has run until no red is left, a paradise we will have shapen, and the goddess will dwell among us.
Let's discuss my joining the Immaculates.
You find yourself in the goddess's temple, therefore it follows she wants you to take the true path. So here, have this hallowed tome, read it, absorb the wisdom within, then find the second part and do with it the same. If an immaculate you want to be, a test of knowledge shall be your first step towards enlightenment.
Let's change the subject.
Diligently will I read the words of the goddess.
And I was not really intending to sneak there.
Blessed be the goddess, and blessed be the conduit.
Blessed be the goddess, and blessed be the conduit.
Who did you give the book to?
Immaculate I want to be. The blood of the lost will flow.
And behold, said the goddess, the blood is the life. Free art thou
Alright,
to
first
kill
book of
this
the
lesser,
Immaculate.
for its soul is lost and
Through the
impure.
Tenebrium made the miners ill. Though the Tenebrium made the miners ill, though the rot plagued them, they would be saved. The conduit came bearing a shard of starstone and demonstrated that by sacrificing a lesser being, a small duckling, she could turn the starstone into bloodstone. The stone was capable of healing any ailment, including the terrible rot. Though some were skeptical that sacrificial magic could be used for good, Conrad explained that transmitting energy from lesser beings to a greater one restores balance in the universe. And that balance is the goddess's ultimate goal. The conduit then encouraged the healed miners to spread her good word and to continue to create bloodstones for the purpose of promoting the greater good of the higher beings. Today we Immaculates continue to promote universal balance and sacrifice lesser creatures for the greater good of all. Yeah, that depends entirely on your definition of lesser beings then, doesn't it?
Give me the strength, O goddess, to become enlightened.
Can't exactly take a box here, fortunately.
Blessed be the goddess and blessed
Is there
be
anyone
the
here
conduit.
that's named? No, I don't want to happen.
Bow
Miners.
before the goddess and bow before her mouth on this earth, the conduit.
Right, well, Lowick is not going to give me anything useful then. Who do I talk to about eating Alfie? This is probably the Miners Guild office.
Goblins will slay.
Over here, sweet cheeks.
I want those goblins out of my mind by yesterday. Send another man. As many as it takes.
Another adventurous field guide.
Even a few of them, sir.
Are you deaf? I said I want those goblins out. Make it happen, even if you have to spear Drexis yourself.
Okay. Friendly conversation.
A source hunter. My liege, I am at your disposal. I am Lawrence, the representative of the mining guild responsible for operations in Silver Glen. Please, valiant hunter, let us know how we can assist you.
Tell me about yourself.
Oh, I am no one special. Merely a humble servant of the guild and shepherd to the happy flock of miners within this settlement. My only cause for complaint, Your Grace, are these awful goblins. They're starving us out, refusing even a single honest miner his right to work. Perhaps, my most upright highness, you might be able to help us with this little problem.
Let's discuss the trouble in the mines.
You must forgive me if I become somewhat overcome when discussing it, my liege. To think how I've been betrayed. To think how the humble miners of Silver Glen suffer. I invited a tribe of goblins to assist us in clearing the tenebrium from our mine, you see. The leader of the troop, A certain spitting Satan named Drexis promised to clear the Tenebrium and be gone. When the job was done, though, he and his band of totem-brained fiends refused to vacate. They've kept close guard of the bridges to the mine since, and they'll slice whoever dares approach them into ribbons. These goblins follow Drexis like lemmings, Your Grace, and if only I could undo the traitor, they'd slither back to the swamp they crawled from. Drexis's head on my mantle would save countless miners from a slow starvation, my liege. What's one goblin over countless disenfranchised workers?
I could ask of this, but he's gonna evade the question anyway.
Please, Your Grace, I am completely at your disposal.
Tell him about the goblins.
Those brutes! I invited them here to save our valued miners from the ill effects of clearing Tenebrium, and those interlopers met my invitation with a hostile takeover. They haven't allowed a single human miner past them in months, and meanwhile my men have all but forgotten their vocation and turned instead to their damned religion.
What is rot exactly?
Yes, a dreadful business that. I've been fortunate enough to avoid the sickness so far, my liege, but my heart truly breaks for the families of those who've been afflicted.
That sounds like you're not actually close to touching anything in the mine.
You see, my liege, when a miner has been overlong exposed to Tenebrium, he begins showing certain symptoms. Gangrene about the extremities, fatigue, malaise. At first we attributed these symptoms to, well, to poor diet, laziness, and general malingering. Had we known then what we've since discovered, we never would have continued operations. But alas, mistakes were made, and those we lost can never be brought back, no matter what that crackpot conduit would have one believe.
Conduit, care to tell me more?
My liege, you ought not to concern yourself with the fraudulent leader of a crackpot cult. Really, the whole affair is an utter embarrassment to Silver Glen. Some insane huckster calling herself the conduit of the goddess made her way to Silver Glen at the height of the rot's hold on our miners. The people were desperate, you see. When by magic or illusion she managed to cure a handful of them of the affliction, every last one of the bunch began speaking of her as though she were some messiah. Now most of the town is taken with her little cult of immaculates, as she calls them. Fortunately for her, she disappeared shortly after her little trick, or I would have thrown her into prison and swallowed the key myself. Imagine hypnotizing an entire town with nothing more than snake oil.
What can you tell me about Tenebrium?
Useless stuff, my liege. Worse than common dirt. But 10 times as difficult to extract and infinitely more dangerous. If only we'd known in advance the terrible effect rot would have, we would have stopped trying to clear it immediately.
You remember a miner named Ben?
Ah, yes. Ben. Of course, one of our many noble miners, Your Grace. A smallish man. I believe he's around here somewhere, isn't he?
You have no idea who he is. I'll take my leave. Have a quest for killing the goblins. Miners probably will not give me any.
I don't mean to make trouble where there ain't any, comrade, but in my years of hunting source, I learned that anyone so eager to climb into your lap after a moment's meeting is hiding something they hope you won't discover.
That's probably true.
I'm not saying this Lawrence character is involved in sorcery, But it wouldn't exactly surprise me a lick to find out he knows more than he's letting on.
That's probably true.
Tell me, sweetie, do you have sunburn, or are you always
Yep.
this hot?
Warms my heart to picture him squirming about plain as day with 3 seasoned source hunters on his tail. Nowhere to hide his sniveling mug than at the bottom of a burlap sack.
I'm aching to share
Right,
a
let's talk to
moment
Brandon here.
Source hunter, are you? What brings you to this neck of the woods? The goblins? The orcs? The cult? Or the whole pretty bouquet?
Tell me about yourself.
Don't be surprised if you hear more than a few unkind words about yours truly around town. An overseer's got to enforce his share of unpopular guild decisions, you know. I'm finished with this one pony rodeo, though. I did my best by these roughnecks, and now it's time for old Brandon to take a load off. In fact, you may be able to help speed my retirement plan along.
Let's hear the details.
Let's hear the details.
I must say, I'm also intrigued.
Oh, I knew a source hunter'd perk up at the sound of a challenge.
Let's discuss your retirement plan.
Between you and me, the Troll King's sitting on a piece of treasure of more value than even he knows. A metal called tenebrium that can fetch a prettier sum than its weight in gold. I intend to lift it, sell it, and live out the rest of me days in comfort.
Well, that's a contradiction of what Lawrence just told us. That Tenebrium is worthless.
The devil's in the details, though, and I haven't managed to find a way to access the King's Cave, much less make off with the stuff without being noticed. But you're a source hunter. You can sniff out any point of mystery. So let's make a deal, You find the tenebrium and bring it to me, and I'll deliver you a few pieces of information about Silverglen, and Lawrence in particular, that are sure to make your mouth water.
Sounds like a fair deal.
I wouldn't wish the wrath on me worst enemy, though. So let me give you a little something to contain the tenebrium bars. It's lined with the fragments of a special stone that keeps rats' ill effects at bay.
Good. Tell me more about the Troll King.
Apart from Gungir's stature and incurable case of the uglies, he's not so different from a parakeet. Got a brain the size of a pea, and a fervent passion for all things bright and shiny. The nutty oaf sits on a river of silver beneath these mines, but leases it to the mining company for a fraction of its worth in gold. He'd rather put those hefty minions of his on toll duty than mine these hills himself for 5 times the reward.
Uh-huh.
I can't be certain myself where his cave is located, but at least one of those oaf lackeys of his must know where to look. They've got to do something with all the gold they've gathered in the course of guarding those damn bridges, haven't they?
Yeah. Well, further
I'm
questions?
no man to refuse a source hunter. Ask away, friend.
Oh, do you know about Ben?
I remember him well. Decent man, strong-backed, but something of a funny accent, no? He managed to leave Silverglen alive, but as I recall, the symptoms of wrath were already upon him.
What are goblins doing here?
Lawrence actually invited those bug-eyed creeps here himself. The miners were dropping like flies, and goblins had more of a natural tolerance for the work. Little did we know they'd overrun the place in a matter of months.
What about rots?
Rot? Oh, you're a curious sort of fella, aren't you? Ask around. Half the men here have a brother who died from it. The other half were cured by that cult.
Huh?
A
Neither do?
strange sort of substance. Discovered here around 2 years ago, and folks have been clamouring to get their paws on the rancid stuff ever since. To the right buyer, it's worth more than diamonds.
What about the Immaculate?
That circus rolled into town shortly after the tenebrium was discovered. Some freak woman with a freak gemstone managed to cure rot by some strange magic and convinced most of the locals that she were the conduit of the goddess or some such tripe.
I'll take my leave.
To share a moment together.
Well, kick my cap and call me Sue. Taking tasks from back dealers, are we?
These goblins are worse
Gods
than the
almighty.
trolls.
Must you look every gift horn in the mouth?
inebrium may well prove to be of incalculable value to us. And us, unfortunately, still includes you. Soon.
Let's check upstairs. Right, this looks like a scene we might want to get involved with, but...
God, the fuse is getting shorter! Stop it! Freeze it!
Stop talking! Nothing! You there! Back off! Bicky boom! One more step and Bicky boom!
No, don't go! Please help me! That thing is keeping me trapped here! It's crazy! It'll kill me!
Right. Calm down. We're not coming any closer. Let's just talk about this.
Calm down. We're not coming any closer.
Yes, don't worry, miss. We'll get you out of this fix somehow.
We just keep our trap shut or Bicky boom! No folks, shoot or Bicky boom! Last warning or Bicky boom!
And we have the spam bot again. I want it to scroll properly.
Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you! You saved my life! It was that cur of a Frederick that did this to me. He locked me in here with that ridiculous creature.
Dear me, I need to get out of this room. Yes, I'll go downstairs to catch a breath of fresh air, but do come and talk to me again if you want to hear more about what transpired here. My thanks once more, sweet hero.
Nice. Anything in here that is actually worth anything? That's no bookcases here. The chest open? And I'll take the scroll, I don't really care about the other stuff. That's locked. This is open. Nobody here. Anything of value? Paper, minor healing potion, but it's all stealing, so let's not do that. Really interested in stealing at the present time. I'm not entirely sure how people will react.
Oh, my hero! My heart is still racing. That little monster's face haunts me every time I so much as blink.
Tell me about yourself.
Bonnie's my name, and I am, or rather I was, a lover for hire. Folks would come to me when they were in need of some company, conversation, and more intimate desires. But this fiasco has put an end to it. I'll never set another foot into a client's room, not on my life.
Let's discuss this Frederick fellow.
Yes?
Why would he lock you in a room with a bomb?
Search me. He's a regular of mine, with rather eccentric tastes, I might add. He always wants me to wear a grey wig, for example, and walk with a cane. But I digress. Anyway, he recently spent the night again, and I couldn't sleep because of his muttering. He talked something awful all through the night. In the morning, I I told him he had gone on and on about some Meridino character and a supposedly secret treasure lair somewhere in the woods. Next thing I knew, he flew into a rage. Said the treasure was his and his alone, and that I was nothing but a meddling care. I was just about to let him know I won't stand for such language when he pulled that monster of a bicky out of his satchel and told the little gnome to guard the princess and to go boom if I tried to escape. I spent hours of horrid fear up in that room until you saved me.
What can you tell me about this town?
Nothing much, I'm afraid, but go ahead. I'll answer what I can.
Do you like it here in Silverglen?
I used to, you know. Merchants came and went. They paid well and gave me gifts. Fewer and fewer of them travel here now because of the undead around Seal and the goblins holed up in the mines. Times are hard for a working girl, to tell you the truth. But where would I go? There's danger to be found everywhere these days. These bedeviled days.
So I suppose you're not an immaculate.
I haven't been immaculate for a long time now, darling. And if I see what passes for immaculate here in town, I don't want to join the club anew either. Give me fun, not fanaticism. Give me zeal, not zealotry. These people, I honestly don't know what has gotten into them.
Right. You just have soap and nails. That's an odd combination, but I'll take my leave. Right, let's talk with the bartender. Ooh, cookbook.
Business is booming year-round now that the mines are closed. Better to spend a day with a pint than a pickaxe. Isn't that so?
You have medium healing potions, that's nice. I'm kind of curious, can I read this book without you getting upset?
We'll have none of that, you hear?
Let's not have that. So I need to distract him then. Someone must be able...
Quite a fine skeleton.
You're just...
Watch where you're going. These... Ever shot a bullseye in your...
Oh, dear. Ah, thank...
Guess I just have to go and butter up the Immaculates a little bit more then. I will need a bloodstone to heal Alfie. Thing is though, I have not seen the second book, but maybe he gives it to me.
Diligently will I read the words of the goddess
to become enlightened.
And behold, said the goddess is the word. Through the then it shall be my pleasure to answer them. Do you hold it to be true, O seeker, that you are ready to be tested? A most sacred trio of queries shall I put before thee. But even if thou falterest but a single time, your unpreparedness disappoints me. But an immaculate is not born, he is made. Made you may yet be through...
So you're not gonna give me the book?
Immaculate I want to be! The blood of the lost will flow!
Blessed be the goddess.
That's enough of that now.
Will flow!
I've not seen another book.
Immaculate I want to be. The blood of the lost will flow. Diligently will I read the words of the
The blood of the
goddess.
lost will flow!
Right. No point in trying that. It's just these out of town. Where would I find the second book?
They say a witch lives in the woods east of here. I've never seen her myself. One day the conduit...
Blessed be. Welcome to Silver Glen.
Don't have anything of real use.
Where the wind blows, the goddess breathes. Where the rivers run, the goddess weeps. How can I
We'll sell
connect
that
you
now.
to our eternal goddess, my friend?
There's no book here. Someone must have it. Not seeing it. I can really enter this room though.
Oi, you there! Cut it out!
Right, I'm a little bit stumped on how to help Alfie.
Why don't you stay a while, darling? I just know I could take...
I could always try to use a hand spell, but I don't think it'll be enough. I don't have any bloodstones on me. Oh right, we can talk with Alfie.
Ooh, the pain. Demons take all bandits. I bit one of the buggers in two, and still he stabbed and stabbed before he finally croaked.
Tell me about yourself.
I have no idea what I am really, only that I was caught in a snare when I was very little. Luckily, the hunter thought I didn't look quite appetising enough to be eaten, and so he sold me to Mara. Bjorn didn't like the look of me at first, but when I grew strong, stronger than 5 stallions combined, I was suddenly promoted to carrier beast. Were that I was weak, for I loathed carrying things.
Perhaps you could find a way to heal you.
Bless your heart merely to suggest it, my friend, but you'll need powerful magic indeed to cure this devilish gash. I've heard they dabble in healing rituals in Silverglen, which is, ironically, the very place we're unable to reach, us three.
Right. What was that just now? Mushrooms. Right. Now I saw some penny pens. Penny buns. Right, so we have another waypoint shrine.
Ah, the Source Hunter. It is my greatest pleasure to announce to you that we Immaculates have captured the feared White Witch and quarantined her house of horrors. Yes, the greatest known threat to Rivellon has been neutralized, thanks in no small part to you, Source Hunter. Your activities in Sicil drove the snake to her den, and that's where we Immaculates sprang our trap.
What? Who are you?
I am a proud Immaculate, sworn to use my summoner's expertise in service of the goddess's one way and the greater good.
I need to question the White Witch about her involvement in the murder of Councillor Jake.
Ah, the High Counselor of Sicile. We mourned his tragic death. Yes, every Immaculate honors the memory of that noble man. Still, Source Hunter, I am sworn on my life to guard this quarantine. I serve a higher authority than yours, and will not waver in my duty.
Well, let's try to be reasonable here.
If you're certain, I suppose I can trust the word of one of your esteemed order. Go on then, Source Hunter, but please tell no Immaculate I let you pass, or it will be my life.
Suppose you have a book of some kind on you? No. Right, more mushrooms. There's a chest over there. That's mushroom ikari.
I son of chaos and eternal night, taught by the heavenly muse to venture down the darkest descent and up to reascend. Excuse us, we had something lodged in our windpipe.
Mushrooms have windpipes? Talking mushroom. I've seen everything.
Oh, somehow we doubt that very much. Have you ever seen the Moth King's silver spoon? Nearly microscopic. No, no, Source Hunter. We do believe this life hasn't finished surprising you. Not in the least.
Ah, no, of course not. And you already know I'm a source hunter as well. What do you know about this barrier?
It's quite a lovely sort of barrier, isn't it? Who doesn't enjoy a gentle, breezy motion against one's backside after all? Then again, we suspect it's been hoisted up by some not-so-savoury characters, and we happen to know just how to remove it. The only trouble is finding the right sort of clever, sort of intrepid sort of person to entrust such a secret to.
Well, I might be just some sort of person like that.
Here's what we propose. We've a fresh batch of 3 brain teasers hot off our thinking caps. Perhaps, if you can answer them correctly, we might find you spirited enough to entrust with the barrier's deepest, darkest secrets.
Want some riddles then, I guess.
But it isn't all fun and games. We hardly offer second chances to the beriddled. If you give us a single false answer, we'll clam up like morning glories at midnight. So, do you have what it takes?
Alright, I'm up for the challenge.
This is better news than the Orc Queen misplacing her thumbscrew. But enough delays. Let us begin. Your first riddle begins thus. The ravenous brute tore down my chartreuse gown, ripped out my silken hair by its roots, wrenched my children from me, and fed me to the hogs. Who am I?
My silken. Ear of corn?
An ear of corn.
That's right. An ear of corn fits perfectly.
Bravo, bravo, bravissimo! An ear of corn indeed. Can you imagine a sheep in a chartreuse gown? A pumpkin with silken hair? The fantasies of a fool. Now, on to our second riddle. And this one's sure to stump you. I cannot lie, I cannot lay, but only lie. Who am I?
I don't think she would. Let's go with a stone.
A stone.
That's right. A stone fits perfectly.
You've done it again! I'm thrilled. I'm amazed. I'm liable to present the very last riddle. This one will blow you out of your stockings, so hold on tight.
Right.
I've a neck as long as twice the width of a toad's tail, as many eyes as half the number of seasons per annum. I'm known to cause hurricanes in the Far East merely by taking off 2 minutes too late. Who am I?
Come again? A neck as long as twice the width of a toad's tail. Toads don't have tails. Many eyes as half the number of seasons per annum. So 2 eyes. I think. I'm known to cause hurricanes in the Far East merely by taking off 2 minutes too late. Alright, what options are you gonna give me? I'm gonna say this is probably butterfly then.
Ooh, very good, very good. The last person who tried to solve that riddle puffed away in a small impish huff, mumbling about space-time. But not you. You stuck it out until the very end, you crafty little so-and-so. So, what would you like to know?
What do you know about this barrier?
One thing we know for certain. This barrier doesn't belong here. The wizard Maradino knew as much when he started poking around here. He developed a spell to remove it, but his fancy was caught elsewhere before he bothered to implement it.
Right.
Down the spell dropped, and up we scooped it. Unfortunately, we aren't quite human enough to get it to work. But you've proven yourself just the right sort of clever, sort of intrepid sort of person we'd love to entrust such a secret to.
And what do you know about the White Witch?
We thought you'd never ask. What would you like to know?
Who is she exactly?
Some call her the Guardian of Lucula. And by our estimations, she's more than earned the title. She's a healing witch, concerned mostly with the safety of the living souls, animals and plants alike, of this forest. And she's been here since even before our great-great-great-great-grandmother, Francisca Toadstool the 44th, can recall. We've long lodged adjacent to her little cabin, and she used to greet us with a "How do you do?" every morning. We do hope she's not entangled in anything unsavory. What a shame it'd be if someone with a penchant for heavy-handed hoe-wielding moved in.
Do you know anything about the White Witch's involvement in the murder of Councillor Jake?
Murder? That doesn't sound like her at all, no. Much more interested in patching things up than tearing them down, that one. Then again, it's hard to tell on what stalk a person truly stands until you've seen them at the end of their rope. Isn't that so? We suppose if someone held a sword to our cats, we'd fight them with every last spore we had.
Where is the White Witch?
Somewhere in her cabin, as far as we know. The last we saw her, she and her apprentice Almina were rushing inside, whispering to one another. They seemed rather anxious, Perhaps they knew that those Immaculates were on their trail. A group of them followed some time after and erected the barrier around the cabin. We haven't seen the White Witch or Almina since.
I'll take my leave. Alright. Find the witch. And fun with fungi. So... does that mean we now have something that we can use to open the thing? Or is it something magical? Alright, so what did you give me then? Did I read this already?
Are you so desperate for company that you've taken to befriend? One thing we know for certain, down the spell dropped, and up we scooped it. Unfortunately, we aren't quite human enough to get it to...
Right, so you gave me a spell. Confounding.
I sung of chaos and eternal night, taught by the heavenly muse. One thing we know, down the spell drop, we thought you'd never ask. What would you like? Somewhere, a group of them.
Well, this is all fascinating and all, but it doesn't really get us any closer to solving this. And we do need to get inside the barrier. Let's just have a bit of a look around then. Hmm. Let's see if we can get to that shrine thing. See what that is all about.
Stop for death, or it will stop for you. Oblige death now, for it obliges you. Tell me, traveler, do you wish to die?
No, I do not wish for death.
Death sends its finest carriage for you, yet you deign to step inside? An insult, yes, but unhappy guests are so unpleasant.
Right, so this is something we'll probably have to interact with later.
Beware of the lot. Welcome to as holy a sight as you'll find in this region, my friend. Immaculate greetings.
Never fear, friend. The conduit has shown us the way to salvation, the way to perfect health. Goddess's blessings upon you.
Alright, the buffalo amulet. I kind of want that. Do I have anyone that's capable of pickpocketing? I don't think I do. Lockpicking that we have. But I should have some equipment that will make it a bit easier. Yeah. Let's see if I can do this.
I hope you haven't come for work in the mines. Overrun by goblins they are. But why toil in the dark when you could bask in the light of the one way? That's enough of that now.
You would be able to do that.
What have you got stashed in here, Mrs. Cottontail?
The buffalo amulet definitely is worth getting if you can combine it with the other half. Let's attach everything. You go this.
May the goddess guide you. Have you yet seen the conduit's way, lost one? She came to our town and cured the rot. We are her most humble devotees.
Oh, now he doesn't have it. Ooh, his. His shoes. I guess I'll stick with these. Keep my crafting up. Definitely would like to find that other book, but nobody has it.
May spill blood for thee, O Holy One.
Blessed be the goddess, and blessed be
The goddess is the word. Then it shall be my. Do you hold it to be? Blessed be your willing spirit. We commence.
Alright, let's just see if we can bluff our way through this.
Premise the first. In honor of the goddess, that which was stellar must become sanguine. Correct?
That is correct.
Correct.
Agreed. That is correct.
Premise the second. The blood of the greater should be used in service of the lesser, so that balance may be achieved. Correct?
That is incorrect.
Incorrect.
Yes, that is incorrect.
Premise the third. Only those who have partaken in the spilling of blood and thereby created the stone that lives, the stone soaked with blood, may be called an immaculate. Correct?
That is correct.
Correct.
Agreed. That is correct.
Most gratifying. Oh yes, most exemplary indeed. You have understood the words of the goddess, and I deem you worthy of her true test, of the true trial that shall make you an immaculate. We are the chosen ones of the goddess. The conduit, yes. She, the most exalted of the goddess, is the few, the proud, the enlightened. Theirs will be her kingdom. When red has run until no red is left, a paradise we will have shapen, and the goddess will dwell among us.
What is the true trial you spoke of?
To become an immaculate, you must experience both the goddess's bane and her boon. Leave Silver Glen and take the western path. Follow it to where the winds howl and a great skull looms within the rocks. There you will find it, the hollow and the true trial within. Immaculate guards bar the way, but tell them you have my blessing and they shall let you pass. But take utmost care, the road is beset with horrors, and your mettle will be truly tested before you've even set foot within the goddess's trial. It would behoove you to train in advance of setting upon that treacherous path. I shall await you in the Chamber of Blood.
And now everybody leaves. Right, they're all gone. Let's read this book. I'll just take it. I'll take this coin because you don't need it. There was nothing even in this. Right. Let's see. Visibility potion. Improve leather helmet.
creatures ever find out what Lawrence did, it's curtains for him.
Well, we need to go to the western road, I guess. Yeah, that's doable, I think. We're probably ready.
May the goddess guide you through the forest. Welcome to as holy a sight as you'll find in this region, my friend. Immaculate greetings. Wait! Stop! Can it be? A source hunter? Oh, my fortune, my fate. I am saved. They're coming for me. They know I've escaped. And they won't stop until they've sliced me in two and corrupted my corpse with darkness.
Who is coming for you exactly?
The cult. The dark heart of the Immaculates. The corrupted few who lead their trusting converts upon a path paved with source. Well, they won't stop until they've silenced me. And worse...
Who are you?
I am Samid, once a humble miner, once a devoted Immaculate, now a refugee in flight from both religion and home.
Right, tell me more.
I once counted myself among their most faithful. Such a devotee to the Immaculate Way was I, that I rose swiftly through its ranks, became privy to each of the esoteric rituals of the Immaculate Method.
Right.
But in time, I discovered too much. When I was granted access to Sacred Stone, the most protected Immaculate village, I watched with horror as our enlightened leaders unabashedly performed darkest source magic. I immediately reported this corruption to our highest priest, Lady Attenbearer. I'll never forget her laugh. Mirthless and savage. She was one of them. A sorcerer. I escaped that terrible place as quickly as my feet could fly. And now, you must do what I cannot. You must end the darkness that has consumed the Immaculate Way. The source that corrupts it.
You mentioned the protected village, Sacred Stone. Where can I find it?
To gain access to that nest of vipers, you'll have to become one of us. One of them, that is. Speak to Loic, the Immaculate Abbot of the village to the north. Silver Glen, it's called. He'll be only too eager to gain another convert, and only the initiated are granted access to Sacred Stone. The witch? Why, her cabin is only a short walk from here. Look, I'd always heard tell that she, the strange and silent keeper of Luculla, was a sorcerer herself. Though now I see that, if that were true, the Immaculates will be working with, not against her. As it stands, the conduit herself ordered that the witch be contained at all costs. I know not why, but any enemy to this band of demons is a friend to all else.
Alright, you know what? We'll just trade you with this stuff.
Source Hunter, in the name of the innocent Immaculates, those unaware of the fanged head that leads them, I pray you will expose the truth. So many of us sought only spirit. We had no idea what we'd be asked to sacrifice in return.
Well, that suddenly turned very grim. I mean, of course, we already knew that the Immaculates were up to no good, but still. That kind of suggests there's spiders about. Definitely spiders about.
In her holy name, halt! You shall not tread upon this immaculate road!
You have nothing? Why do you refuse me passage?
Has rot taken your ears? I say this is an immaculate road. Only those blessed with Loic's sanction may pass here.
I have passed the test of knowledge and earned Loic's blessing.
Ah, you have passed the test. That means you must be on your way to the true trial. Congratulations, Initiate. You are more than welcome to proceed.
You just believe me. I could have lied now.
Be on your guard, though, for vicious creatures crawl upon the sands. Find the skull of stone, but don't stray any further unless you wish to face foes greater than those that haunt most dreamscapes.
You think I'm strong enough to survive this passage?
There's no shame in preparing for the goddess's trial with a careful hand, my future friend. Heed my words. You do well to try your strength in lesser combat before facing what lies beyond this point.
Right, so he thinks I'm still not quite strong enough. That's fair enough. And I'm in no real rush. What? Not getting highlighted here. Something I was... Just find the rest of my party. I guess it could have been. Let's grab this chest.
I sense enemies nearby.
Curses. I'm stuck.
Blood wasp. They look like butterflies. Flower. Well, if nothing else, this will be a good chance to do a little bit of training. Although I don't think we're quite as weak as the game in flying we are. Almost everything is poison.
If you can't stand
What are you doing? Let's summon a little bit of friend.
Sigurd, grant me swiftness.
Walking Inferno!
As thrilling as the stage, though not half so bloody.
Right, that helps. You need to drink a potion.
How could that happen?
Yeah. I mean, sure, try to poison Nick. He'll love that.
Oh, how I'll sing of your entrails.
Your grave opens to welcome you.
desperate aid. I will expire soon.
I need...
Your enemies are my prey, Source Hunter.
Nice. And just target that one.
My heart beats too slowly to sustain me.
And just
Power stance!
Bless the seven, I am restored!
right.
I'll make short work of this scum.
Well, he's not dead yet. He just fell over. Where is the other flower back there? See, he's fine.
I feel better already. On the mend. I feel better already.
Right, let's fix his gear. Right. Well, let's loot. And a good bit of gold here. I think that's more gold than we ever got from defeating any human enemies. Lots of agaric mushrooms, although not all of them apparently are pickable. Let's save up a bit before we bubble into this. Right. What's all this then here with all these rogue elementals and such? I think we'll come out in front. And you knock this one down. Yep, apparently you cannot. Hmm. Yes, please. Pile on the poison.
Geomancer's God!
There, that should make her immune to poison for a bit.
I'll write my next tale in your blood.
Wherever you go, there I am.
Ow. Well, Jahan is fine.
Nowhere is safe from my arrows!
Blitzbolt!
Huh?
I'll defend you till my death rattle.
Also have Fireball, but it's not on the list. Or it is, but I just can't use it.
May my fervor feed your flames.
Fire Elemental should do well here. Range position stance because I am not moving. I can't help it. Let's just do some healing then.
On the man.
You stay put.
Would you care to hear a little tale?
They're already on fire. Let's make my fire elemental a bit stronger then. And
Life royals within these veins.
Oh, of victory!
What do you think? Shall I start shredding from the top or the bottom?
What a deluge!
nothing from the earth elementals, unfortunately. Let's see what we got from Lyogaric mushrooms. Back where we started. Let's have a bit more of a look around then. I'm thinking one more level probably will be enough.
Lament.
Troll toll! Troll toll, if you please. It may be pointless, life may be pointless, but the toll needs to be paid.
Your heart doesn't seem to be in your work.
How could it be? My life is like the bridge behind me. It goes nowhere. Loneliness such as this, how it weighs, how it burdens.
Why do you feel lonely?
Dear me, why? I stand here day and night. Humans hate me, for I must take their gold for no good reason at all. Even among my own I find no companionship. Troll toll is all I think about. Once, though, I was happy. A girl, one of your very own kind, used to pass by daily. She was bright and young and gay. She smiled. She bade me good morning. She told me about the dreams that had come to her in the night. But then she left for a faraway land. She is gone, and I have been lonely ever since. Oh, if only a jolly young girl would come to talk to me once more.
Well, we could potentially arrange that. How come your bridge has been damaged?
It's all the goblins' fault. They cut the ropes to prevent you humans from going to the mines below. Ropeless, pointless, and yet I must cry for toll.
Tell me about the Troll King.
He is the king of Lucula Forest, and a most formidable troll indeed. I do not even like to talk about him, for fear he might find out and crush my skull like a walnut. Archibald, though, Archibald may be willing to speak. His fine mind makes him bold. Find Archibald, a proud troll and troll father, if you wish to know about the king.
Why must we pay toll?
We ask for toll because our king commands us to. He is mad for gold, all his senses crave it. Gold is his life, and therefore it is my life too. Even though I care more for the daisies in the fields than I could ever care for cold, dead metal, no matter how pretty its luster.
About that toll.
1,000 gold coins, such is the toll I must ask. So, let's have the troll toll, if you please.
Fine, here's the toll.
After all, we'll hardly miss 1,000 coins.
The toll has been paid, and I thank you for it. From the heart of my bottom, I apologise that you have paid good money to cross a broken bridge. Leave me, like she left me, my bonny lass.
Right. Not happy about that, but I think we picked up 1,000 coins just from our hunters just now, so...
Oh, I needed that.
Ooh.
Back on my feet again.
Oh, it is a rip-off, most assuredly, but... I do not want to kill that guy, which is what we would have to do. And trolls are also kind of nasty to fight.
Come hither, sweetheart. Oh, if I had a star for every time you brighten my day, I'd have a gallows.
That world-weary face is giving me shivers. What do you say we take a load off together? I do suppose I could find some way to entertain you.
Do you care to entertain a lonely troll?
Is he a gentle troll? Would he benefit from my particular expertise, you think? It is strange, but, well, if you're willing to pay me on behalf of your toll-taking friends, I'll be glad to keep him company. I do believe 2,050 gold should cover it.
That's a bit steep.
Well, I sure ain't romancing a troll for less, sweetheart. Who knows what sort of depraved requests he might make?
Hmm.
Hi there, cutie pie. Wanna have a good time?
How's business for you, anyway?
Swell enough, swell enough. Would be better if you'd glance in my direction, though.
Truth is, I'm a wee bit short at the moment. Waiting for a particular plan of mine to pan out for now.
Alright, so we have a means to make the troll a little bit more happy.
Wanna have a good time?
Do you believe in the gods, baby? 'Cause you're the answer to all my prayers.
I think we can ask anyone else.
Oh, my hero! My heart is still racing. That little monster's face haunts me every time I so much as blink. A troll? No, I won't hear of it. You saved my life, and for that I am beholden to you. Yes?
Still don't have anything. I'll take my leave. Alright, well, we can at least...
I'm not in the mood for your games.
What
get up to that.
You've always been Silver Glenn's finest.
The money can be made. That's not so much the issue.
Do a salutoin, Hunter. What can I do for you?
Right, I don't know if I'm gonna be sneaking with Medora. A keep a shield on hand could be useful. All this old armor is no longer worth keeping. Let's just change that. Don't think we can do anything else at the Immaculate Church. I mean, he doesn't need this healing potion. I can't go downstairs until I get that last bit of thing, because I think we get a key from that. So let's just keep on exploring.
Beware of the lost ones out there, Wanderer. Their blood is impure.
See if we can find that Archibald fellow. Hector drunk goblins. Put for now.
One shot, many wounds.
You put the Ziggies on a zombie. What? At least they are not immune to poison, it's just that they don't seem to be very affected by it. Do they drink from these poison flowers and then heal? Well, not great, but... I misread what the poison was doing to them then.
If this battle be my last, know I went out fighting in your name.
Well, it will not be your last, Nick, because you're not gonna die anytime soon as long as you're standing there. Bring in a little bit of help. That's range position.
Accuracy in my arrows.
And do I have any arrows that I can use here? Yes, I do have some arrows. Fortunately, I can't use them from here. Fine, let's move forward then. Let's have you run over there. Yeah.
I think I'll go for the eyes this time.
It's out of range. Alright, that's at least a start.
Feel my electric fury.
Your enemies are my prey, Source Hunter.
One target.
This will make your blood run cold.
Life flows within these veins.
Right, that deals with the flowers.
Seven, have mercy on your soul.
Where's the last one?
I prize accuracy in my arrows.
There we go.
I feel like I've been set in stone. Sigurd's beard, what a find!
All very neat and all, but it doesn't take us any closer to what we want. Not that I'm entirely sure what I want. But let's at least clear the path.
Toll. Pay the toll, human, or I'll squeeze you like a funny yellow fruit.
What's your name?
And when I roar, the birds take flight. The airs head for the horizon. The goblins pray to their totems, and the earth itself thinks it's about to quake. So be forthcoming, human, or my roar will shatter your eardrums, and you will meet your death in crushing silence.
I'm not so keen on being friendly with this dude. You do realize the bridge behind you is quite broken, do you not?
Broken? What rot? The bridge is perfectly fine. Sturdy as if it was built yesterday. Oh, but you're trying to be clever, aren't you? You want me to turn so you can run without paying. Your tricks won't work, human. Pay, or I'll grind you like pepper.
I must be paid toll.
We troll ask toll, because our king can... You are unworthy to hear of the king. You must pay to walk his lands. But you must not make him the topic of idle conversation.
Let's try Sean.
I shall tell ya. Our king lives in a great cave here in the woods, by the canyon that leads to the mine. But a mere wanderer won't find him so easily. The cave is here, yeah, but its true nature lies in the realm of fairy. Enter if you must, but only stone will greet you. Magic is needed to see the king, and I have no head for magic. Ask one of the other trolls. Ask Archibald. He's the one with brains, that one. He knows that 3 and 5 make... What 3 and 5 make? Yeah, ask him.
I'll take my leave.
1,000 gold coins buys you passage. Refuse, and I'll pound you so deep into the ground, the moles will take you for one of their own.
Take the enter. Not be that interested in the wrong, that expensive. Alright, let's do something foolish then. I think not, troll. Let's see what kind of stuff you're made of.
I think not, troll. Let's see what kind of stuff you're made.
Let's teach this.
Those who refuse.
Right. He does have his little piggies. Level 10. In theory, we should be able to stand up to him. Practice, I'm not entirely sure if we can.
Source Hunter. Shall I start shredding from the top or the bottom? short work of this scum.
Join us, soulless one.
Ramming speed.
Would you care to hear a little tale?
Blessings upon you.
So far, it's not going too badly.
I'll write my next tale in your blood.
Nice. On it, that's not what I wanted to do.
I'll defend you till my death rattle.
Meet your demise. Does anybody else smell smoke?
can't see the target, then we'll have to wait until it comes to us. Such a waste.
As good as a new penny.
The seven grant abundance!
Subhead of this grammar reads, "You don't even know what you don't know. It appears to be an unfinished work, and below it you can sense something great residing within it. You cannot access it." Alright, what else? More meat. Tusks, more hides. Bloodstone cage. Yeah, Hanuman can carry that one.
What have you got stashed in here, Mrs. Cottontail?
Oh, orc. Just one. Level 12. That could be tricky then. Ah. Nice.
Your powers wane beneath my hex.
Well, we should be able to dispatch him quickly enough, I guess. Got a little bit of guard by this. What are we stumbling upon that requires an orc objective? Slowly our quest log fills up again. All these tantalizing little mysteries. Something is shouting up there. Oop, more orcs. Alright, that's summoning the help.
Summon Bard!
Another goblin corpse. Right, so we have an elite orc trooper and just some young orc troopers and an orc warrior. I need 7. Hello, chap. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, things are going alright, I guess. Just exploring the forest a bit. Killing trolls, killing orcs. The usual.
Within these veins.
How could that happen? Once my arrow tastes blood, it craves more.
Are my prey, Source Hunter.
I feel better already. Burning touch.
Do I have any good arrows on me? Poison probably wouldn't hurt. Well, not me at least. Alright, there goes Nick. We can just keep the big guy under control. We can handle this little fella.
Demonic minion.
You were right there.
Alright. Of course they're immune to knockdown. Of course they are. Right, just the big guy left. Well, we are in the forest. Let's bring down the spider. Just to make sure that there's all the obstacles in the world for him to walk into. Because elite orcs are no joke. And he could just still do a fair amount of damage before he goes down. Up you. Bash you with weak. Worked. Well, we're trying. Darn it, he's protected by the trees. Try to take him on fire. Bring out another arrow.
Sting of the Scorpion!
And just bring him down.
Face the unending darkness.
Cool. I mean, seriously, we got better loot from all the enemies we fought before now. You pick it up. Just in case we need to make our own poison. And what does this guy have? Just some wood. Unfortunate.
I've spotted something.
So you have. Nice little bit of treasure. Alright, let's level up. We gained some skill points. Let's get expert marksman. I'd love to get another point in this, but not currently. Oh, we also get another talent. All skilled up and 2 extra ability points. I'm not gonna be sneaking. Well, at close range, I should be able to rely on others. Pack mule is always useful. And let's go with Hyperopia. More unique in that way. Right. Skills wise. Do better with two-handed weapon. What to give? Know-it-all's probably not the worst for you. You matter, and you are a bit of a know-it-all, so that fits. Alright. Abilities wise. Prove your geomancy. And we already have Far Out Man. Give you elemental affinity. That could be useful. Alright, Madora. What can I improve for you? A point in that. Improve your men-at-arms. Right. Think. Picture of health. Let's do picture of health. Far out, man. This is a dead end, though. Looks like Moonstone. Not been able to find one of those before. This looks like a mirror of some kind, but it's shattered. So the path leads down here. We have a troll cave entrance that way. But this leads to more combat.
And allow each and all of them to our presence. Ah, what a fool you are!
I'm not all that fussed about going in for another combat at this stage, but I am kind of curious. You know what? I seal the color forest. Let's quickly see. Are we suited now for the? Oops, is some augmenter? Definitely don't want to miss that. Are we now suited for doing the initiation? We now leveled up. Level 11. Might still be too little, but I'm not gonna get any further at this stage.
Goddess be with you. Knowledge. There's no shame in preparing for the goddess's trial with a careful.
Alright, so we're still not ready according to him. Oh well, that'll do. Thank you all for coming by, and for those who are in the chat, definitely. Hope you all have a nice day. And for any Americans out there, hope your 4th of July will be a fine celebration. Tomorrow, thank you all for coming by. And we should be going along with this next week, I guess. Bye.